Hi guys and welcome to FUT Champions Journey, the series where we are taking a super team to hopefully this weekend is going to be a massive weekend. If you guys have followed it for the last 4 weeks, you'll know that I've had some massive downs and massive ups as well, hitting 36 wins and top 100 last week. If you guys haven't seen the top 100 pack opening we did the other day, guys, that is on the channel if you guys do want to check it out. But the bigger one is the top 100 monthly, which we are 2 wins outside of currently. We need a massive weekend. We need like a 36 to 40 weekend. Whether we get it or not, we'll have to wait and see. Now, I'm on some good form of FIFA. I have just played 3 games of friendlies against Epsilon Gorilla, and you guys know he's one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world, and took 3 losses to him, but they weren't smashings. They were literally between, like, I think it was 3-2, 2-1 and 3-1 losses to him. So I'm scoring goals, but I'm just not defending very well. And obviously Gorilla, with his the way he performs, he is very clinical inside the area. But I held possession very well, did passing very well, just made some stupid shot choices and everything else like that. So I'm fingers crossed, guys, going forward we can have a fun weekend and a strong one like we did last. So the team we're looking at, guys, it has changed a little bit since last week actually, and the little change is this one, the one to watch. Pogba got upgraded to a 98 because he's got an inform this week. Also is another change is our Benzema. We actually purchased a fresh Benzema, sold our old one because as you guys know, I have totally messed up his stats and things like that. We're basically using him as a sub instantly and got rid of him within 2 minutes of the game. But I actually are starting to enjoy Benzema, and I want to show you how good he is by the end of the 40 games. Hopefully he has a positive game goal to game ratio at the end of it. So if you guys do want any MSP, PSN codes or cheap game codes, guys, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. If we try and hit over 5,000 likes, that'd be brilliant. And guys, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. So with FUT Champions, and I will show you now. As we move over, you can see it starts in 4 hours 7 minutes. As you know, I'm going to bed, as I always do when I do the intro. But we finished 89th there. 36 wins last week. Top 100, we were 89th, weren't we? So a pretty high finish. Marshall even finished on 36, but never did that well. And friends, we did really, really well. Even surprisingly, Mario got really, really high, 38 wins, Medibob 37, but I'm aiming for a really high finish in the next week. But monthly, as you can see there, guys, just outside. Skills is 83rd with 137, I'm on 134, so technically I need a fucking huge weekend to get in there, to potentially push for the top 100. You can see all the pros are there at the top, and I'm literally like 15 to 20 wins away from them, which is mental because they are absolutely brilliant at the game. But you can see that me and Marshall are pushing close. Marshall probably, unless he gets a 40 weekend, has got no chance of getting in there. Same with Medibob and same with Castro and Mario. But I am very, very close like I was last weekend, and I'm hoping I can get into there. Fingers crossed I can. You can see it's 136 wins to get in, guys. But there's some really, really good players in the top 100. So that's it. You've seen the team, you've seen the anger, you've seen the frustration. Hopefully this weekend we can have a clean, nice servers would be an awesome change, but let's see. Hopefully we can. Leave a like, rate and subscribe or not. Bye-bye. So guys, moving on into game number 1 up against the Mandzukic special card. Salah, Mertens, Pjanic, Allen, Hamsik, also Evra, Barzagli, Koulibaly and Dani Alves and Buffon in net. This game started off very, very nicely, taking advantage of our corner technique again, squaring the ball over, and Boateng puts it into an empty net, and he rarely even scores goals for us, guys. He rarely does, but when he does, they're always from the corners, and it's the same for all our centre-backs really, apart from when we did have Blanc and we decided to go with the penalties from him. Benzema, obviously a fresh new card, which I was talking about, guys, scores an absolute screamer there from outside the area to put us 2-0 up in the 29th minute of the game. I was playing so cautiously and was so happy when the ball was on the attack rather than defence, because I wasn't confident, especially with the first few games, guys. You never are confident in the way you're playing, but thankfully Benzema kills this game off, guys, his second goal in the 33rd minute, and also my opponent decided to disappear as well, giving us game 1 a rage quit, but giving us a win nonetheless. Our next opponent, guys, Danny Welbeck, Musa, the informed Firmino, Rooney, Dembele, Fernandinho. Is that Fernando? No, Fernandinho. Also Shaw, Bailey, and a few other Premier League players. Solid team. And in the 10th minute, guys, we start moving on forward. Benzema with the ball again. Goes for the shot off the bar this time, but bounces straight into the path of Gareth Bale, who does make it 1-0 in the 11th minute. This was a very, very tough game all the way throughout it. I was struggling to get basically the passing through, but when it actually went through, it was all a little bit of luck. You can see Bale with the ball here, sells him with with the spin, and a nice finish there in the 82nd minute does give us a 2-0 win, guys, and sends us to 2-0 for the start of this champs. Dominant stats as well. Just wasn't, well, that pass accuracy was the main point. Couldn't get any clear passes off, and it was a very, very frustrating game. Third game, guys, up against Royce at striker, Costa, Robben, Kante, Sanchez and Thiago, Luke Shaw, Zuma, Smalling, Walker and Begovic in net. Some very, very overpowered players in that midfield and dangerous as well. Corner again, taking advantage, Vieira with the ball here, low driven, finesse shot, makes it 1-0 in the 6th minute of the game. Brilliant start, and it all comes from a corner technique. But then what happened in this game, guys, was we went into half time and then the game just lagged out. I got the victory for it. My opponent probably got the loss for it as well, and I've known a few people that's happened to the past weekend as well, and last weekend as well, where that was lagging out. Next opponent though, Cliver, Royce and Bale. This was a strong-looking team, especially the defence. But one problem with the defence, guys, no matter who you've got in defence, if you can't defend, you are going to concede goals, and Gareth Bale makes it 1-0 very early on in this game. When you're left with 2 defenders against Bale and Ronaldo, especially when they can link up as fast as that, guys, you know you're going to struggle. But my opponent did a good corner technique where the ball bounces to Sergio Ramos and then proceeded to celebrate very, very weirdly. You guys know I don't get triggered by celebrations, but this one was just ridiculous. I don't understand what he was doing, guys, and obviously it aided me to go and get onto the score sheet and get some more goals. You can see us getting lucky here as the ball bounces to Vieira, he taps it in, and we do the payback for the celebration, guys. We jump around, jump, I don't even know how the song goes. I was going to start singing them, but you can see we do make it 2-1. Moving on into the next clip, guys, we do dispossess him in the area. Long through ball through to Ronaldo. And look at the state of that defence, guys. Wide open again. Ronaldo with the ball. Does cut it back and sees Vieira, who gets on the score sheet again to make it 3-1. Normal celebration this time round. But the fourth and final goal, guys, comes from a nice counter-attack from his corner. And you can see a long ball from Pogba all the way to Bale. And the same yet again. He's basically left with one defender. Slows down as well. Allows Bale in. He scores. 4-1. Let's start the celebration again and mess around. And after that point, guys, my opponent put the control down and we were able to get, I think it was around 70. Was it 70? Yeah, 69% possession over him just because we left with the ball and this guy didn't want it. So from after we scored that, the control was put down. We walk away as victors and push on into the next game. Lacazette, Martial, Ben Arfa, Kante, Mane, also Matuidi, Clichy, Umtiti, Varane, Nathaniel Klein, and informed Diego Lopez, I think that is in net as well. My opponent, though, scores a brilliant goal to start off with, and it was a brilliant finish. I didn't expect him to shoot from there, but he did, and held me to 1-0 all the way to the 68th minute, guys, where we started our corner again. Ronaldo with the turnaround to Gareth Bale, who gets the fake shot off, and Lopez cannot stop the ball going into the back of the net, and we do equalise it up before the 70th minute. Now, we don't want extra time. The reason I don't want extra time is because the stamina of the players does die. Don't like penalties, and thankfully Ronaldo here bursts around the defender, squares the ball through to Vieira, who has scored a lot of goals today, guys. Vieira has been the prime goal scorer for me in a game where my opponent had 1 shot, 1 goal, but he could have walked away as winner. Up against Cammy Boy now with Aguero, Ibrahimovic, De Bruyne, informed Gundogan, Toure, also Kante, Shaw, Koscielny, Smalling, Walker and Courtois. 86 rated BPL team. Very, very nice looking team. But a nice ball here through to Ronaldo. Saved by Courtois because it was a weak shot, but thankfully goes into the path of our man Vieira, the non-stop goal scorer. 45th minute, guys. Ball squared in again from the corner to Ronaldo with the scoop turn. Sees it through to Alaba. Alaba seals the deal, guys, with a 2-0 victory and no complaints. 90th minute, you can see how dominant we were, but still an even game, but thankfully we did get the right goals at the right time. So moving on, we are on a nice clean sweep, pushing forward against UK Steven now with Daniel Sturridge, inform Mane, Martial, Coutinho, Dembele, inform Lallana, Nathaniel Klein, Williams, Luis, and also Rose. And guess what team this guy supports? You could tell with the team selection without even seeing the kits that he was a Liverpool fan. Paul Pogba with the ball here, breaks on in, gets the low driven shot off, which should have been saved by Mandanda. And he is an absolute garbage goalkeeper. If you guys do rock with Mandanda in net for foot champs, guys, I really recommend investing heavily in another player, because the goalkeeper is important. And when you got Mandanda, he just can't save the high shots, and he just can't save shots when they're at him either. Pogba makes it 2-0, and the 36th minute, guys, we do pick up the ball here. Alaba through to Pogba, Pogba to Ronaldo, Ronaldo to Benzema, holds it off, waits for the run of Gareth Bale, he steps back, you can see the gaps being made, and Benzema breaks on forward, holding off Luis, and the powerful shot does beat Mandanda to make it 3-0 there in the 37th minute. This was a clean and easy game, but my opponent was still sticking around, especially when Vieira scores a driven shot there. Goal scoring yet again. I think he's probably scored the most goals of the episode, guys. George Best on the field at this point. Keepers comes out. We chip him. 5-0 in the 90th minute. Brilliant finish, guys. And no complaints about this game. Really enjoyed playing it. Boosted the confidence a little bit. Even though it was a bit of tough. But you can see with the shot choices I was taking, we were making the right decisions. So I think we've got maybe 3 games left. So we're at 7-0 currently. And our next opponent, obviously a BPL team, were Harry Kane, Daniel Sturridge, Firmino, Wilshere, surprisingly, SBC, Gareth Barry, surprisingly, Rooney, Valencia, Inform Reed, Company, Shaw, and De Gea in net. So this guy has invested in a very good goalkeeper. 14th minute, Vieira could have scored again. He never. Gareth Bale picks up the ball though and does make it 1-0. Very, very early on, and did settle my nerves a little bit. Into the second half though, defending like a god, actually, for a change. Ball through from Best to Bale. Bale waits for the overlap. Back to George Best. 2-0. Brilliant finish in the 79th minute, guys, from George Best, who obviously comes on at half-time for me. But we did concede a goal in the 86th minute of the game. Was a little bit frustrated at conceding that, considering how many few goals we have conceded throughout this run so far. But he deserved the goal, even though we did smash him on possession. Probably the nicest team we are coming up against today as well, guys, which is Royce, Aubameyang, Robben, the team in the group stage, Kimmich, team in the group stage, Farman, Mustache, Gustavo, Muller, Boateng, Hummels, Lam, and Inform Hector. That's a nice looking team. You can see the ball getting lucky. Benzema with the assist there to Gareth Bale with the near post finesse in the 12th minute does put us 1-0 up in this game. And going forward, my opponent was deadly, but defensively, not so much, even though he does have the absolutely awesome players. 2-0 in the 17th minute. Then my opponent does go forward with Royce, and I cannot defend that type of play. Neuer should have probably held on to that ball, but he never bounces straight to Aubameyang. Game back on in the 22nd, guys. 2-1, the game was made. But my opponent opened up. Ronaldo goes for a shot there off the bar, saved by Farman as well. I honestly thought that would have been a brilliant AIDS goal to get, but unfortunately we couldn't. But direct from this corner, guys. George Best on the wing, inside, through to Ronaldo with the scoop turn, breaks it on in, whips it to the front post, and Gareth Bale's there to get a header to make it 3-1 in the 66th minute of the game. Then George Best with a bit of skill sees the ball through to Ronaldo, nice fake shot inside, and a brilliant driven shot makes it 4-1 in the 71st. We were just opening up. My defence, he basically given up, guys. I think he even messaged me afterwards saying he'd already given up. George Best with a nice shot inside, gets a penalty. Well, a nice fake shot inside, gets a penalty, and our man Hullet with the chip to the right of the goalkeeper does make it 5-1 in the 84th. But there was still one more goal to come, guys, as we are looking to obviously get our skill points up for that top 100 monthly ranking, and it's Vieira. Absolute screamer. If I don't know who player of the episode is today, guys, I'm pretty sure you guys would give it to Vieira with the amount of shots he did take. The goals he got as well, not many not accurate shots. So our final game of today, guys, up against Lukaku, Aguero, Coutinho, Fabregas, Rooney, Silva, actually a very high rated team, it's SBC, Bellerin, also Koscielny and Luis, and a few other players from the BPL, and nice pass and play within the first couple of minutes, guys. See us 1-0 up with Gareth Bale finish off the goalkeeper. Then my opponent started playing that a little bit better. He had one attack, and then we had one more attack. Bale, quick fire goals, guys, making it 2-0 in the 7th minute of the game. But still pushing forward, we were causing a lot of damage. You can see Hullet getting lucky here, as he does manage to somehow rebound the ball off the defender, make it 3-0 in the 33rd, and this game was going from bad to worse for my opponent, because after the first couple of goals went in, he just opened up. You can see Ronaldo squaring the ball off to Benzema. Game over, guys. 4-0 in the first half, and my opponent wasn't for sticking around, as you can see with the rage quit. So let's go and have a look at outro and see where we stand. And there we are, guys, a 10-game win streak, not been done in absolutely ages. Well, in like the period of the games we have played, just picked up a 4-0 rage quit victory there, and progressing on through, guys. You can see 5 shots, 4 shots on target, and 4 goals as well. 60% possession, 93 pass accuracy. We've been having a lot of fun within this run of games. So we're going to finish off the episode, guys, on 10 wins out of 10, and pushing towards silver 2 for the next episode, if not high golds. I don't know what the lowest rated gold is, but who knows? I'm not even going to say it, but I reckon we could be in for a very, very good week, exactly when we need the good week as well, for especially pushing for top 100. So, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, rate, and subscribe to me if you are not subscribed already, and we'll be back another day with another video and episode 2 of Foot Champs tomorrow for you guys to enjoy.